Good morning, my brothers. I know y'all motherfuckers can't see me. You know, I've been watching film. I've been studying the game. And of course, I've been watching ESPN and all that other bullshit. This past game on Sunday was one of the most humiliating losses I've ever seen from the Cowboys. One of the 44-6 game back in, 2008 against the Philadelphia Eagles, the last game of the season, was one of the most brutal losses I've ever had to endure. The loss to Green Bay back in 2014 when Dez caught it was another one. This one, I think this one beats them both. I honestly do. But looking at the film, you know, a lot of people, you know, I've been one of Dak's harshest critics. And of course, he came into the game scared and unprepared. But I can't put all of this all on him. And I really don't want to replace Dak Prescott at this time. I don't. I think Trey Lance will be his eventual successor. But we have to, of course, financially, we have to keep him. It makes sense. But I'm not ready to move on from Dak Prescott yet. He had an all-pro season. He led the league in touchdown passes. You can't just throw that away. You can't do it. You're not going to find a lot of quarterbacks. To be quite honest, you're not going to find any quarterback out there that's as good as Dak Prescott. You're not. You're not going to find it in the draft. You don't have it on the team. You just don't. Dak Prescott's are very hard to come by. And he went 12-5 in the last 3 seasons. So we can't sit here. Brothers, quarterback is so hard. Look at the Chicago Bears. Okay, they've never had a good quarterback in their franchise history. Okay? So they can tell you straight up how hard it is to find a good quarterback. We can't get rid of Jerry Jones. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, you'll never win anything with Jerry Jones. I understand that, but we can't replace Jerry Jones. We can't do it. The only quick fixes, and brothers, I'm not over here sitting here saying, oh, we need to go to the Super Bowl. Brothers, all I've been wanting to do is to make it to the NFC Championship game. In my opinion, if we make it there, I'm happy. I'm happy. Like, I want a Super Bowl, obviously. But if just making it to the NFC Championship game would make me happy, that's a successful season for us, in my opinion. But the quick fix is we can't replace the owner. I don't want to get rid of our quarterback. The only thing we can do is we have to have a coaching change. Mike McCarthy is like Mark Jackson. Remember Mark Jackson, the coach of the Golden State Warriors? He would get the Golden State Warriors. He had Steph Curry. He had all them boys. He would get them to 50 wins. He just could never get them over the hump. They hire Steve Kerr, and they become a dynasty. If we could get someone like Bill Belichick or someone who could discipline our guys, right this ship, I think we'll be okay. I think Bill Belichick is the perfect choice. This is not going to be a marriage. He's going to be with us for a short amount of time. It's like Tom Brady did with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just have him here for 2-3 years. He could possibly take us to the NFC Championship game, maybe even more. Number one, we need a coaching change. Number two, we need to build from the inside out. Brothers, we couldn't run the football. This was our Achilles heel all season. We couldn't run the football, and we couldn't stop the run. And teams that were committed to stopping the run and running the football gave us the most problems. Buffalo Bills. Even the Carolina Panthers, when they wanted to run the football, they had success against us. We still blew them out, but they had success against us. San Francisco 49ers, Buffalo Bills. You just keep going down. Even in the first Philadelphia game, we should have won that game, But even they had success running the football against us. The Miami Dolphins had success running the football against us. So, brothers, we need bigger, beefier interior linemen and linebackers. We can't keep... Marquise Bell is not a goddamn linebacker, okay? We can't keep putting guys that are 215, 210 at linebacker. We need guys that are 235, 240 plus. That's what we need. We have shit linebackers. We're light as hell in the inside. We can't stop the run. We can't run the football. Tony Pollard is not an every down back. He had 1,000 yards this season. It took him 17 games to get it, and he only had one 100-yard game this season. That's not going to cut it. We need a bigger running back. We need bigger interior linemen. We can keep Jonathan Hankins, but we need someone else. Mazi Smith looks like a bust, in my opinion. Y'all want to give him time, that's fine. I don't give a shit. I think he's a bust. We need bigger we need a Fred Warner. We need a Dre Greenlaw. That's what we need. Brothers, we had 9 All-Pros on this team, but they were all in the areas that didn't matter, except quarterback and except edge. They were in areas that weren't conducive to success. I mean, all positions are conducive to success, but I'm talking about most conducive. We didn't have an all-pro linebacker. We didn't have an all-pro interior lineman. We didn't. Brothers, we have... and I'm all over the place, and I apologize for that. But I'm a Cowboy fan, so of course my emotions are all over the place. But we can't get rid of the quarterback because I think he's too good to get rid of. And we can't get rid of the quarterback, and we can't get rid of the GM. We can't get rid of Jerry Jones, so we got to stop that shit. We can, however, get rid of Mike McCarthy, replace him with Bill Belichick, hell, even Jim Harbaugh. But I would rather go for Bill Belichick. Get Bill Belichick in here, let him rebuild the defense from the inside out, starting with interior linemen and big linebackers, and we have a shot. We have 9 All-Pros, my brothers. We don't have to go through a rebuild. It would be, brothers, I understand. Y'all like to talk a big game and say, hey, I'm willing to deal with the rebuild. I'm willing to deal with the down season. Brothers, I'm going to be honest with you. Down seasons are much worse than this. Going 8-8 or 8-9, 6-10, or 7-10, like 6-11, brothers, we can't do this shit. We cannot. I don't want to deal with that. 12-5 seasons, of course, we haven't reached where we want to go, but god damn it, it feels so much better than being 6-11 every year. We do not need to tear this down. We don't. We have 9 fucking All-Pros. All we need is a coach that instills discipline. That's all we need. And we need to just have a couple of pieces. We can get this in free agency. We can get this in the draft. Brothers, the thing is, this has been a problem for us all season, running the football and stopping the run. But the reason why we let it go was because Dak Prescott was fucking amazing. CeeDee Lamb was fucking amazing. But the thing is that the quarterback and the wide receiver, they can't get you through the playoffs like that. We needed a running game to lean on. Just imagine how relaxed Dak Prescott would have been if he would have had a Derrick Henry-like back behind him. Just imagine how easier life would be for Micah Parsons if he had big interior linemen eating up blocks. Just imagine if the opposing quarterback had to look at other linebackers other than Micah Parsons. Just imagine if a quarterback had to deal with Dre Greenlaw or Fred Warner. And that would free up Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons could have 17, 18 sacks if he had a linebacker like Dre Greenlaw or Fred Warner by his side. I'm telling you, brothers, we're not that far off. I know it hurts. It hurts, man. We're so close yet so far away. I understand that, but we cannot tear this shit down. We can't do it. Brothers, I am not willing to go. Those 6-10 teams, those 8-8 teams, they hurt my soul. And as much as it's so easy and you can be frustrated and want to tear it down, we can't do this. We cannot do this. You talk a big game, but tearing this shit down, 9 All-Pros, you want to tear this down? No, hell no. I know this is going to sound sick coming from me. I would rather go 12-5 and not make the championship game than to go through rebuild seasons. And it's not even quite sure that we would even make it out on top. It's not even sure if we would rebuild correctly. Rebuilds are super risky. They're super risky. The only time you really go through a rebuild is when you know there's zero chance of you doing anything. It's like the Carolina Panthers. You can pick up other teams too. Those are the San Diego Chargers. Those are the type of teams that need to rebuild. Brothers, we are a few pieces away. We cannot do this. An opportunity is in our midst right now. If we can get Bill Belichick and just get a couple of big linebackers and interior linemen and a big running back, I would even take Najee Harris from the Pittsburgh Steelers over Tony Pollard right now. I would. If we could just get a big running back at just those three positions, brothers, we can do it. But we need better linebacking play. We need better interior lineman play. We need a big running back. If we can just get those three, and I know Bill Belichick could do it. If we hired him, he could do it. If we can do that, brothers, I guarantee you, we could finally make the NFC Championship game. And like I said, I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl right now. I want to just make it to the championship game. That's all I want. That's all I want. I would be happy. I would be satisfied if we got there. I just want to get there. Super Bowl talk is later. The NFC Championship game is what we need to reach right now. And I'm telling you, Bill Belichick can do it. If he's here for 2-3 years, we can do it. We can do it. Bill Belichick wants to win a Super Bowl without Tom Brady. He wants that on his legacy. This is the best place for him to do it. I know y'all want to Dak Prescott is an all-pro for a reason. We can win with him. We just need to shore up the run game on both sides of the ball. That's what we need to do. Brothers, I'm sorry I got on my soapbox here. I'm passionate. Oh, man. I need to go to the gym. All right, my brothers. Take heed. Peace.